Hi everyone, my name is Liza. Welcome to my channel. Hello if you are a new person here. If you will like this video, I invite you to stay with me in my small community and to subscribe to this channel where I basically share my experience and my understandings and my truth about this life and our existence. So today, guys, I want to share with you 5 major challenges that I think every empathic person can face in their life or probably faces in his life. These are like problems or difficulties that are strongly connected to our empathic nature. I say our because I am a strong empath, and these are 5 points, 5 challenges that I personally faced in my life, and I want to share with you why I had difficulties with these things, why I think they will resonate with you, or you will resonate with these 5 things that I'm gonna mention. But also I want to share with you how I overcome these challenges, these difficulties, and maybe in some way it will help you to work on these difficulties and maybe overcome them if you still feel like you are facing them in your life. So okay, let's start. The first point, I think it's something that we need to start from, because I believe this challenge is something that every empathic person every empathic person faces in his life. But also this is the major lesson that we all, like empathic people, have to learn, okay, in our life. Because without learning how to work with this thing, I believe it will be really hard for us to just like exist, just to have a contact with other people and with this external world. And this point is setting personal boundaries and then teaching people how to respect them. Okay, if you resonate with it, guys, please leave a comment, share your experience. Do you also have a problem with this thing? But for me, my whole life it has been a very big problem, and let me tell you why. I think you will agree with this. People who are strong empaths are people who don't really like conflicts. Okay, empathic person usually tries to avoid any type of drama, conflict, unnecessary arguments, and just prefers to live a peaceful, normal life, to have this peace of mind, piece of existence, and just avoiding any type of this how we call it, facing other people in their aggression, in their aggressive energy, but also expressing our aggressive energy. Okay, like we empathic people don't really like to express our aggressive energy, even though it's still something that we know how to do and we can do it, but we just don't like to use, okay? Because every person can be aggressive sometimes, but we don't like to be aggressive towards other people, okay? We prefer to live in a peaceful world where everyone every person respects other person, and where we just we have normal contact without arguing, without creating some dramas and unnecessary conflicts. And this is why, guys, setting personal boundaries, so showing other people where is this boundary that they cannot really cross, showing other people that we also, even though we are very emotional, we are feeling type of people, we are sentimental, we can feel other people's energies and auras and so on, emotional states. We still deserve to be treated with a good attitude, we still deserve to be respected. And there is no other way, unfortunately, to teach other people to respect you, but to set personal boundaries. Okay, so just show people where they need to stop. When they start to cross our boundaries, where is this point where they really need to stop, or otherwise they will see our aggressive side, or they will see that we also can be, that we also know how to protect our boundaries. And guys, unfortunately, there is no other way to set our boundaries and teach other people how to respect them but to be a little bit aggressive sometimes, okay? And show other people this side of us that usually we tend to hide, or we just don't like to be in this energy. But this is like kind of warrior energy, It's like when there is a person who doesn't really see your boundaries, or pretends to not see your boundaries that you set for other people, and this person is constantly like crossing these boundaries, there is no other way to show this person that, you have enough, like, stop crossing my boundaries. These boundaries are for you to respect them and to respect me as a human being and my peace of mind. There is no other way to show this person that you have enough, but to show this person your aggressive side, okay? To show this warrior, this fire energy, and just like maybe sometimes even being like rude or mean or a little bit arrogant, even though again we don't like empathic people, we don't like to be arrogant and mean to other people, but sometimes we have to. And then guys, there is like one weird and strange side to this process of us setting personal boundaries and then teaching people how to respect them. It's then next, after we already showed someone that we will not allow this person or these people to cross our boundaries, we will probably face a very strange reaction from these people. And this reaction be like, these people are basically used to see us as a very soft people, people who avoid conflict. But then suddenly when we turn to our other side, and show these people our aggressive side and mean side and basically this fire energy, these people suddenly start to treat us as antagonists, suddenly start to see us in this bad light, oh my God, Liza, you are such a bad person because you were mean. What do you mean I'm a bad person? Usually I'm a nice person, usually I'm a kind person, but please don't overrate me, please respect my boundaries, or I will be mean to you, or I will have to show my aggressive side to you, even though I don't like to show it. This is why we empathic people probably don't really like to this moment when we really need to protect our personal boundaries and unfortunately face this conflict with the other person who constantly doesn't respect our boundaries, because then this person will suddenly become our enemy, not because we want it to be like this, but this person will see us as an enemy. This person will probably cut the cords with us. This person will probably then tries to turn other people against us just because we showed our aggressive side to this person. My experience, guys, I will share with you my experience. The most unpleasant part about setting your personal boundaries and teaching others how to respect them is when you have to do it with people that you really like. Guys, of course, we empathic people usually tend to almost like everyone, and we want to be in a good relationship with everyone, but there are specific people who we really like, we feel strong connection with, people that we resonate with. Maybe these are friends, maybe these are co-workers, but we just feel this strong bond with them. We really we like them, we like to spend time with them, but sometimes bad things happen. I'm sorry. And this bad thing is that even these people who are in a very good relationship with us, sometimes they also cross our boundaries, and then we need to show our aggressive side to these people. And quick example, now I'm currently working in a hotel and a front desk, and usually when I have a shift, especially afternoon shift, there are three people or three person, okay, on this shift. So there is one guy who work also on front desk, that I really like. You know, I think he's a really good person. I think he's really experienced person. He is very good in what he's doing, you know, in this work. But just 1 week ago, like several days ago, unfortunately, this person started to cross my personal boundaries, and I needed, you know, I felt this inside, strong inside me, that I need to protect my boundaries, and I will not allow anyone to cross it, even the person that I really like, you know, I'm in a good relationship with. So yeah, there was like a small conflict. I showed this guy that I will not allow anyone, even him, to cross my personal boundaries, and then this person turned against me. So now we are not in a good relationship. This guy, I think, doesn't want to have the same shifts with me, and we are basically not keeping contact. Like, we are not talking, we're not asking each other for help. Anyway, guys, this is a very unpleasant part of setting, and it's like setting your personal boundaries and then making other people to respect them, because oftentimes it ends with losing contact with people, especially with the one with people that you really like, and you didn't want it to be this way, but unfortunately this is how it ends. Okay, because these people who know us in a specific light, you know, in this soft energy, they are not used to see us in this negative light, in this like more aggressive and warrior type of energy, and this is why when they face it, they prefer to turn against us, you know, and suddenly make us to be like antagonists or bad people. So this was the point number 1. The next point is again strongly connected with your empathic nature, like with our empathic nature, and it's, you know, about seeing your weakness as your strength. You know, there's so many people who tend to think that being an empath, like having an empathic nature, is our weakness. It's like us being softies, you know. And I don't agree with this. Like maybe 5 years ago, when I was this previous version of me, I would agree with this. But nowadays, when I am the way I am, I don't agree with it at all. I think that being an empath, it's actually our superpower, it's our strength. And if you, my friend, is an empathic person, please start to see your empathic nature as your superpower, as something that is supposed to help you in this life and not to make your life to be harder, even though oftentimes it seems like, you know, our empathic nature actually creates like additional difficulties and problems for us in our life. But trust me, this is just an illusion. When you realize who you really are, when you realize that being an empath is actually being a very rare type of people nowadays, there are not so many empathic people in this world, like strong empaths. You will start to see yourself in a different light. When you understand that your empathic nature is actually a special tool that you can use in order to connect with people deeply, you know, on a deeper level. This is a way for you to, work with energies, you know, to understand things like auras and energies and energetic field, energy exchange processes, you know. You start to see that actually you start to be aware that you are actually a very strong person, you know, and you have something that many people don't have, and you need to be proud of it instead of like seeing it in a bad light, and instead of like seeing yourself as a softie and believing, you know, what other people are saying. Because, you know, I think oftentimes it's not like we seeing ourselves as softies, but other people like telling us that we are softies, that they can use us, that they can manipulate us because we are empathic people. No, none of these things. Like, this is our superpower. Our empathic nature, again, it's something that helps us to connect with people on a deeper level. It helps us to connect with people on a level that other people will not be able to connect with, you know, on this level. Like, this is why if you are an empath, you will probably also resonate with this kind of situation with other people. know you just for a short period of time, but they already see you as their soulmate or something like this. It's just because you has this super unique superpower to establish connection with other people that will be very close and very like very personal, you know. Your empathic nature helps you to see people for who they really are, you know, and see people in a good light. And trust me, people like to be seen in their good light, in their light attributes more than in their negative light. So when you are able to see people for who they are, but for their positive, seeing their positive nature, trust me, it helps you to connect with people on a deeper level. And then, you know, just being satisfied that your connections with other people, they are not superficial, they are deep. You understand this person, you try to make this person to understand you, and it goes, you know, two ways. Like you are here to help this person, this person is always here to help you. But again, another of your superpower that is connected to your empathic nature is that, again, as I mentioned already, you see people for who they are. It helps you, like, you have really strong intuition, but you also really strongly feel other people's energies. And this is why you are probably able to see people like, behind. You are able to see what is hidden behind the mask that people are wearing. It's like no matter what way people try to present themselves to you, you see them for who they are just because you feel their energy, you feel their emotional state, okay? Because one of the major things about empathic people is that we are like a mirror, you know. When we see, when there is a person in front of us, we first like feel the energy of this person, like we can see, or we can feel how this person feels at this moment. Is if this person is in a good mood or a bad mood, or is sad or is angry or is very like optimistic. But then we also are mirroring emotion. We oftentimes mirror other people's emotional state, even though we don't want it, you know. Sometimes I wish I don't have this kind of superpower or this ability, you know, like mirroring other people's emotional state. But sometimes it happens unconsciously, you know. We just do it, our nature does it, and we are not always aware of it. Like, but yeah, we are mirroring other people's emotional state and how they feel. So this is your superpower. It's like, you know, people can't really like mess with you, or people can't really try to, you know, hide something from you, because you will see it anyway. You will feel it, you know, even though this person will wear a specific mask, you know, like being this way, being nice. If this person is not actually nice, and it's just a mask that this person like prefers to wear in a daily life, then you will see what is hidden behind this mask, okay? You will see that this person is actually not someone to you know, this person is actually someone that you need to keep a distance from, because you see what is hidden. So yeah, this was the second point. So like seeing your empathic nature not as a weakness, but as your strength, as your superpower. Guys, the third point will be a little bit like strange, and maybe not every one of you will resonate with it, but if you will resonate, if you will find this thing to resonate with you, please leave a comment, share your experience. But this point again is based on my personal experience in my past, and this is like a challenge with being perceived by other people as a weird person, you know. Why? Because people who have empathic nature, they have a little bit different way of living. Like, they understand things differently, they see things differently, they connect with people differently, and basically we do it on a very deep level. Like, we empathic people, we don't like any superficial things, okay? We don't like superficial conversations, we don't like superficial people, we don't like superficial, I don't know, like not hobbies, but superficial things that we can do in our life. We really tend to see everything on a deeper level, okay? And because of this, other people often see us as weird or strange people, because they just don't understand our way of seeing things. They don't understand the way that we perceive, things in this world, how we understand things, and then how we deal with these things. But let me share with you like a few examples from my experience, like what I actually mean by saying that I was perceived as a weird person, but maybe even now I'm perceived by others as a weird person. It's like, for example, I'm an extroverted person, but I am a strong empath, and this is why I don't really like to, being a part of like big parties. Like, let's say someone has a house party and they invite me, I will probably say no, because I don't like these settings, when there are a lot of people and you have to interact with these people. Like, for example, I don't have a problem with going to club with one of my friends, because there will be just me and this friend, and then other people, they don't really like mean anything to me. I don't have to interact with them. I will just go with my friend and we will dance and we will have fun. But when it comes to like house parties or home parties, there is like usually a big group of people, and you will probably have to like interact with them, make new connections, finding new friends. And it can be really exhausting, for empathic people, because again, we are mirroring other people's emotional state. We take their energy as our energy. We start to feel the way that they feel when we interact them for a long time. So this is why there were many people in my life who didn't really understand how I can be an extroverted person, but in the same time not liking these settings, when like these social settings when you have to interact with many people. Why I isolate myself sometimes. Trust me, people are really like I prefer to spend time alone than, in a big social circle. Even though I'm like extroverted and I like people and I like to be around people, but when it comes to long interactions with different types of people, it can be really hard. It can be really exhausting for me. So I really appreciate my alone time. I really like to isolate myself sometimes from people and just go somewhere alone when no one can find me, when I don't have to interact with anyone. And these other people perceived as being like a weird side of me. Again, like another thing that other people find to be like strange or weird about me is that, again, I like to find places where no one will have any problem with me, when no one will like try to interact with me, where I can be just myself, and I can be alone with my mind, with my higher self. And this is why I love to find, I love finding places, for example, in the town where I live, where there are not so many people, where there's like a nature, and again, where I can easily go and just like be alone, be with myself. And in the city where I live, one of my favorite places is like a small forest in a like far part of city, and I usually go there when I need to isolate myself, when I feel that I want to rest from people and from their emotional states, from their energies, and just be in my energy, just to connect to my core frequency, and not being forced to connect with other people. And I go there really like often, like, and people don't really understand how I can go to the same place over and over again. But this is just because for me it's like a sacred place. I found this forest, and now when I need to rest, I know that I can go there and I will not find people there, and I will not be forced to interact with anyone. I will be just alone in nature, with my energy, with my thoughts, with my mind, with my higher self. But yes, I love this place. And basically, we empathic people, we have this side of us that other people also find it difficult to understand. It's that we really easy it's easy for us to attach to a specific like person or place, Yeah, we are very sentimental. We can be very sentimental about people, places, connections, things. And for me, this place, like this small forest, is like a very sentimental place. I have really strong bond with this place, and I will go there even though I know I've been there like million times. I will go there because I really love this place. I really like to connect with this place, and I really like to be there alone by myself. And I know that many people see it as being like a weird, like how you can go there over and over again, or you are not like bored with this place, or don't you want to find like new places? Yes, I want to find new places, but I also have this place, like this forest has a special place in my heart. But there are so many different things like that can be perceived as weird when it comes to us being an empathic people. Again, if you want, you can share your experience in the comment section, because in your case it can be something difficult, something different. But for me, when I was in high school, when I was in university, many people tend to see me in this many people tend to see me as a weird person, because I liked to do things that other people usually don't do. I liked to be interested in things that other people are not really interested in usually. And yeah, I always preferred to do things my way. And this my way, it's like being actually an empathic person. So I think empathic people will resonate with it. Like, we have our own way of seeing things, doing things, and many people will not resonate with our way of doing things. So yeah, this was a third point. It's like being perceived as weird, and not taking it like seriously. I mean, maybe in my past, like 5 years ago, I will be offended when someone will call me weird. But now I know that, again, it's not about me being weird. It's just about other people not understanding the way I see things, I do things. Other people not understanding my way of understanding things. And this is why there is like this conflict when other people see me or you like as weird person or strange person. But it's not actually about you being weird or strange. You just need to change your perspective about it. Okay, and then the fourth point is it's something similar to this third point, where it's similar to where I ended this third point. It's like not taking things too personally. I mean, this has been a very big challenge for me in my past, like not taking things personal, not taking what other people say personally, not taking everything too serious. Why we face this problem as an empathic people? Because again, we like to see everything on a deeper level. And when there is a person who says something, we want to treat it as something deep, as something meaningful. But you guys know, oftentimes people are just like, people say like stupid things, people say funny things, people say like sarcastic jokes that sometimes we empathic people are not able to understand or to like get their point, like what they are trying to say. And for me in my past, the biggest problem with taking things personally was like when someone were just like making like light jokes about me, like jokes that other people will probably not be offended with. I found it to be like offending, like these jokes, because I took them too personally. I thought that it's like this joke is like an attack to my way of being, or just like to my persona. And this is why I had many like conflicts with different people in my life, because people's intentions were not like to offend me or to bully me, but my empathic nature told me to see things as something that is offending, just like I took things personally. And this is why I thought that these people are trying to bully me in some way, they are trying to offend me, they don't like me, even though in the reality it was just like these people like making jokes. And it's not like they make jokes only about me, they make these jokes about other people. But other people were not offended by their jokes, but I was, because of my empathic nature, because I thought, that everything that other people say, it's something deep, it's something meaningful. And if some person says something, then this person actually mean it. But you know, guys, oftentimes when there is a person who says something, this person actually doesn't mean it. Like this person says something, but it's just a joke, or it's just a meaningless thing, and it's nothing deep behind these words. So what I had to learn in my life, especially in my in the past 3 or 4 years, when I started my started my awakening process, but also changing myself, you know, becoming a better version of myself. The biggest problem that I faced is how to learn to not taking things personally. And I think now I've already overcome this challenge. In this moment, it's really hard for me to be offended by what other people say, just because I know that many times when people say something, they don't have an intention to offend you or to attack you. It's just something that they say. Maybe they are not even aware of what they're saying. They're not aware of how other people will perceive what they're saying. So yeah, now it's really hard for other people to offend me, or just I don't care about other people critics. I don't care about other people negative opinions about me. I don't care about them trying to attack me in some way, because I just don't feel attacked, you know. I just feel if something that other people say is meaningless in my eyes, then I will just don't care about it. Okay. Okay, guys, and then the last point, the fifth point, is why it's the last point, because it's something that I really want every empathic person to learn and to understand. It's how to find confidence within yourself. I think it will not be a surprise for you guys, if you are empathic people, is that again, we tend to be perceived as softies, people who will allow others to, you know, manipulate us, to use us, because we are too kind, because we are too sentimental, too emotional. But that's not true. We can be softies, but in the same time, we can be confident about ourselves. It doesn't, if you are softy, it doesn't mean you need to be shy, you need to be you know, this gray mouth, and just not interacting with people, not being in the center of attention. You know, guys, there are so many examples in our world, even among celebrities or famous popular people, who are empathic people, but they are very confident. They are really people to not mess with, you know. They are known for their empathic nature, but in the same time, they found this confidence within being an empath, and now they're using it for their benefits. One of the best examples is Keanu Reeves, this famous actor. Everyone knows that Keanu Reeves is an empathic person. He even mentioned it in one of the interviews. But in the same time, guys, just look at him, how confident he is, how friendly he is, how what kind of love he has for himself. And this is what I really want other people who are empaths to learn, is to how find this confidence and to find this inner love, you know, self-love for yourself, to appreciate your empathic nature. Again, not to see it as a weakness, but rather a superpower or strength, to be proud of who you are, to understand that you are actually very unique and special and rare, and your empathic nature can actually impact our world in a positive way. You can change other people's lives. You can change other people's perceptions or perspectives. You can bring something really positive, optimistic, soft, and gentle into this life. You are actually a being of gentleness and love and joy and pure intentions, you know. And this is what you have to share with this world, and you need to share it with this world. But to be able to openly, you know, be yourself, be your authentic self, and to not be afraid to show other people your empathic nature, you need to be confident about yourself. And to be confident about yourself, you first need to find this self-love, to appreciate every aspect of your being, appreciate who you are, appreciate your past, maybe your past mistakes, maybe things that you in your past didn't really understand, but now you finally understand them. And just being grateful for everything, for who you are, being grateful for everything that you every situation that you've experienced in your past, being grateful for what you have right now. And again, being aware of what kind of gifts you have, like superpowers, and how you can use them to make our world to be a better place, to share this love and joy with other people, and to again not trying to hide your empathic nature, but rather to go and show it and being proud of who you are. So yeah, guys, finding confidence within yourself, it's not something easy. Like, I've been challenging this problem for many years, and I think it's only about like 2 years ago, like, was this moment when I found this confidence within myself. And now I really love who I am, and I am proud of who I am. And this is why I'm here sharing my experiences and my beliefs with you guys. And please, again, stop seeing yourself as a softie. Stop seeing yourself as someone who is worse than others in some way just because you are an empath. No, you are actually a gift in this world. Like, please love yourself and have confidence within yourself. Okay, guys, I think that's all. I know that it will be a really long video, but I will try to separate it, like make this timestamp so that you can like skip one point from one point to other and just watch this part of video that you are really interested in, and then maybe skip other parts, because I know I like to like saying, like, talking and not always on topic. So please be patient with what I'm saying, what I'm sharing. But thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.